2001, Pinfari unveiled the Xpress inverted roller coaster. This was the first video they released on their website of the roller coaster in action, at the Pinfari factory. Pinfari invited VIPs and prospective buyers to a special event to come and view, and ride the work-in-progress coaster at their factory. The Xpress was intended to be an affordable option for smaller parks to have an inverted coaster, and a practical option to be able to travel an inverted roller coaster to fairs. The Pinfari Xpress was to be offered in two models. The first model was the XB48, this was intended for traveling showmen, featuring a footprint of 158 feet by 75 feet, with both stations being trailer-mounted. The XB56 was for parks, which featured the same main track layout as the XB48, but featured a longer combined station on the front of the ride rather than a split station. This gave the XB56 a total frontage of 183 feet, with a longer approach to the lift hill. The Xpress was 66 feet high, and featured a top speed of 38 miles per hour. The Xpress's 1,148 feet of track would feature a twisting first drop, two inversions and a helix. This was a fast, smooth ride that really packed a punch for its size. The Xpress had the option of up to 3 trains of 5 cars each, seating a total of 10 riders a train, giving the ride a 1,100 riders an hour capacity, according to Pinfari. A transfer track to store the third train when not in use, was located under the brake run. 4 Xpress inverted coasters would be built by Pinfari, 3 XB48 models, 2 of which would travel in one park model, as well as one XB56 model. The first Xpress would open in 2003 for Brazilian showman Celio Borges, who traveled the coaster around Brazil. At the end of the 2004 season, he would sell the ride to M&Ds, who acted as ride broker, selling the ride on to the Tsunami amusement park in Georgia in 2005, where it continues to operate. The second Pinfari Xpress was the Bat Coaster. This was the only XB56 model built, and would open at Nigloland Amusement Park in France in 2002 before being sold to Antibes Land in 2007, where it would open for 2 seasons. In 2008 the Bat Coaster was for sale again, and despite some interest from a German showman, who saw a gap in the market to fill the void of the recently sold Eurostar, a deal was never done. The Bat Coaster was instead sold to Fregi, who now open it at their events in Asia. The third Xpress was built for M&Ds. Their coaster was part of a trio of spectacular new rides that they ordered in 2003. The Tsunami would travel around Europe and the British Isles in 2003 and 2004, before settling in their amusement park. Tsunami would first open at Spain's biggest fair, the Seville April Fair 2003. After Seville, the Tsunami was transported to Cordoba Feria in May, and in the summer, Tsunami opened at the Fête des Loges in France. Tsunami would open in England that October at the 2003 Hull Fair, where it opened in Scotch Corner, before travelling south to London as part of Winter Wonderland, a large indoor event inside the Millennium Dome, which was unused at the time before its transformation into the O2. In 2004, Tsunami would be the star attraction at the 710th Nottingham Goose Fair. The roller coaster arrived on 11 trailers 2 weeks before the fair, and took around a week to build up. Tsunami would stand at the end of Part B, a fairly recent added area of the fair, which that year was dubbed Coaster Corner, with M&D's Tsunami, A.B. Danter's Wild Mouse, and James Meller's Wild River Rapids, all opening for the first time at Nottingham Goose Fair, and in close proximity to each other. The final fair that Tsunami would open at was at Planet Fun in Belfast in Northern Ireland, where it stood outside the King's Hall. In 2004, the Italian company Interpark would buy the assets of Pinfari, which included all the Pinfari coaster models including the Xpress, and would offer the Pinfari range alongside their own Interpark coaster range. The final Xpress coaster was a park model XB48 called Star Flyer, which opened 2007 at Star City in the Philippines. The Xpress was not the massive seller Pinfari hoped the coaster would be. Despite looking spectacular, and offering a fast, smooth, intense ride, the Xpress proved cumbersome to travel for showmen, and was expensive for smaller parks to buy. For half the price of the Xpress, those smaller parks could get a spinning coaster, or for a quarter the price, a standard Pinfari Cyclone coaster. However, on the other hand, the Xpress did allow smaller parks the option to have a spectacular looking inverted coaster, for a fraction of the price of the larger versions offered by other companies. Today, the Xpress coaster is still offered as one of 30 models sold by Interpark of Italy. You can find out more information on Interpark's roller coasters by clicking on the link in the description. The Fun Fair Rides video collection features hundreds of fairground ride videos from the past 20 years. You can subscribe for free, and get the latest updates as they are released. We thank you for watching this fun fair rides video.